What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the High PSI Performance YouTube channel. I'm JD. Let's see what we got kicking around this morning. So to start off our day, we've got this 16 Scat Pack in the back here. It's getting a starter. Just figured we'd grab it in the parking lot real quick. No big deal. Our Cam Camaro project is on the dyno. We're gonna start tuning on this one here in a short. Brian has stopped by with his Scat Pack, getting a little oil change. And that one will be out. We're still working on wrapping up the Jeep with the Cook's headers. Customer did not know he needed the mid-pipe connection, so those got ordered and they'll be in this week. So even once we get it done, we're still waiting on the ECU to come back from HP Tuners and the mid-pipe. So we'll just put it outside until those parts come. And then Lane is over here working on 5.7, excuse me, charger, and that is getting a Victor 2 intake manifold and an upgraded BBK throttle body. So he's starting to tear on that. That one will be done here in a few hours, and I think we're tuning that one too. We also got a 300 over here that got a 6.4 cam installed, and it just didn't really get finished. Plus we're going to be tuning this one. Just getting in the shop. We got some exhaust leaks that need to be addressed, and we have a leaking passenger side valve cover gasket. We'll be attacking this one soon too, and then it'll be going on the dyno as well. Curious to see what the numbers are. Everybody knows these big wheels are gonna suck the power out of it, but we'll see what this 5.7 can make. So stick with us, stay tuned, let's get after it. So I put a little base map in the Camaro here. Let's see if she fires up. Obviously we got some work ahead of us here, but she is up and running. Sounding pretty good. Get that topped out. Go ahead and get the tuning. As you can see, we've made quite a few runs with our Camaro, and we pretty much got this joker wrapped up. That last pull there, like this, 493 horsepower, 465 foot-pounds of torque. Happy with that. And I'll get a video of this thing chopping from the back here shortly. We're going to pull it off the dyno, go take it for a test drive. And over here, Lane is now working on the 300, doing the valve cover gasket, because he has already gotten the intake manifold taken care of on the chart. So now it's got the Victor 2 on here. And so this will be hitting the dyno next. So we'll see what kind of power this thing makes. John is kicking ass on his Jeep long tubes, which are a pain in the butt, to say the least. So that's where we're at. Let's keep rolling. So guys, I just got back from a test drive on the Camaro and it drives great. Gotta recharge the AC still. So pulled it around here to the side. Sounds good. Ooh, it is a beautiful morning. Got our Jeep headers pretty much wrapped up. Still waiting on our mid pipes. Got the intake manifold charger on the dyno. John got it strapped down for me this morning, so we're going to start tuning on that. Lane is working on the exhaust leaks on the 300, and then we've got this Deadpool Challenger. This thing's pretty neat. It's got a built 426 with a D1 Pro charger on it, and it's in for a belt change. As you can see, this belt is tired, so we're gonna put a new one on here.
How are you, sir? Good, how are you? Feeling pretty good.
Alright guys, so we got the new belt on the Deadpool car. Looking nice and fresh and new. So this one's all wrapped up. We're going to discuss the customer about future mods. We looked over the car and we're going to get this thing from a mid 700 horsepower to a 900 horsepower car. So you guys will see this car again, but for now, that's a wrap for this one. We'll get it on back to the customer. Alright guys, so I made one final pull on this thing this morning. Sorry I didn't grab it, but this thing's all wrapped up. About to take it out on a test drive. Just wanted to show you guys the last pull here. 385 and 443. So Dad's gonna wrap this one up, take her out for a drive, get her on back to the customer. We have also started a new job. Got this 2000. We've also started a new job. We've got this 2021 Mustang GT in. We're doing a set of long tube headers on. So John has gotten started on this one, and like I said, putting a set of pace setter long tubes on this thing that have been ceramic coated, so it's going to sound pretty sharp when it's done. And we have also started Forestus. Anyways, that's Forestus SRT4, his yellow one. He also has the black one that you guys seen that we redid the motor on not too long ago, a couple videos back. But this is his yellow one, and it's getting a timing belt, and the exhaust manifold gasket is being replaced. So Lane's got started on that one. We'll see how far we get today. Moving right along with our week, we got Kyle's truck on the dyno. Not to dyno it because it makes it easy to get underneath it. The bed's off of it. He's having a problem last week or week before last, if you guys remember, we replaced the transfer switch because it has dual tanks, and apparently it's never been working, because now that it works, when he went and filled both tanks up all the way, when he runs on the one side tank, it ends up transferring into the other side and causing it to overfill. So we got to look into that and find out what's going on and get it resolved. Also got this Focus ST in for a boost leak. I just went out and drove it, and it does not have a boost leak. It was making all of the boost. So I'm gonna hook the scanner up, check this thing out, maybe do a smoke test too, see if we can find out what's going on with this Focus. And then John's trucking along with the header install on the 2021 Mustang. It's been going swimmingly. Buy good parts. That's all I'm gonna say about that. SRT4, Forrest's car. The timing belt has been replaced with a Gates Blue racing timing belt, and the exhaust manifold gasket has been replaced. So we should be wrapping this one up today. We'll get it fired up, check everything over, get it on back to him, and I'll show you what the solar yellow sounds like here shortly. So let's get back to work. I have done a terrible job of picking up the camera. John is wrapping up the long tubes. I still have to make the mid-pipe section on it due to it's pace setter long tubes, and then he got some BBK mid-pipes, and he wants a cat delete. Long story short, we gotta make some stuff for it. But John is putting the final touches, battery box going back in, then the intake gone. Show you guys a header real quick. Looking fresh and clean. So be hearing this thing fire up probably tomorrow. Our Focus ST does not have a boost leak, and I don't know if y'all can see it when I showed y'all this morning, if you can see the ride height, but it is on BC coilovers. And while we had it up on the lift, I lowered the back down another probably 1.5 inches. We wanted it lowered some more, so we lowered it for him. So that one's outside, ready for pickup. And then we got this Camaro that dropped off for a misfire, so I'm about to pull this thing inside, take a look, see what's going on. It is finally Friday, guys, and we're gonna call it Fun Ford Friday because we got a lot of Mustangs in the shop today that we got to get out of here. Got this 2017 Mustang GT. It's got a bunch of suspension work, and then it's got a GT 350 throttle body, and I think an 18 plus manifold. I didn't get a full breakdown on this car, but it's here for a tune. So got it on the dyno, got it strapped down. We'll start tuning on this one, our 2021. John got the headers all wrapped up, and then we are finishing up the exhaust system. As you can see, I cut those cats out and welded in some 3-inch PAP. So now all the exhaust system can attach, and pretty soon we'll be firing this thing up so you guys can hear what this thing sounds like. Stepping outside, you guys remember this car. This is the one that we basically did a rebuild on the stock engine. Has a Whipple supercharger on it, and we did the back brakes, and the parts finally came in to do the front brakes. So she's here to get the front brakes done, and then in the back here, got that Subaru with the front mount. I think it's getting some gauges, maybe just one, I don't remember, but it's getting gauges nonetheless. So that's what we got kicking around on this end of the week Friday. So let's get after it. Okay guys, so we got our baseline run done. So this thing put down 384 horsepower, 385 foot-pounds of torque. Got some work to do on the air fuels down there, but let's get in the ECU, make some changes, see where this thing ends up. And so, ladies and gentlemen, our Mustang finished out a 400 wheel, 394 foot-pounds of torque. This thing would benefit quite heavily from a set of long tubes and a cat delete. But either way, those are the only mods, and it's got an exhaust. But it's still factory headers, and it's still catted. So make those suggestions, and hopefully it brings it back, and we'll get that thing into like 400 and a quarter plus range. So that's gonna wrap that one up, and we're about to pull the black Camaro onto the dyno next. John is actually making some repairs to this Mustang. It's alky. It was leaking in the trunk, so found some lines that were loose and some fittings, so getting that leak fixed. And then this is the same one that we did the motor on. Just a reminder, as you can see, it's got the new brakes on there. John wrapped that up earlier, so let's carry on with the day. Real quick as we wrap up our day, we got the Camaro on the dyno. We made some pulls on it. Turned out great. Show you guys baseline. We picked up about 17 horsepower and 20 foot-pounds of torque. All we did on this car was we changed the plugs, turned the DOD off on it, and then put a little tune on it. This thing is pretty much stock. It just has a cat delete, and that's it. Stock airbox, stock everything else. So pretty good little pickup, just off the tune. And then hopefully he'll be back for some more upgrades. We also fixed, he had an exhaust hanger, or exhaust clamp, excuse me, that was rattling. Got that tidied up, no more rattle. So also our Subaru outside, that one right there, on the intake manifold on the bottom, it had a small leak. Got that fixed. Customer's on his way to come pick that up. So that's gonna wrap our Friday up, guys. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.